Hello, hey yo. I don't think I've seen this. This is kind of cool though. I was just trying to load up what the pull requests were for Botland. And oh, I actually still can't do it. GitHub status. What are we looking at here? Partially degraded service. Well, that's kind of weird. Says no incidents reported today. Hey, Hideo. Well, I guess we'll come back to this. Hideo, did you submit any PRs by any chance? Although, really, would it matter? Because I probably can't even look at them anyway, right? Can I even get to the repo? No, I can't. I can't do any of this. Well, whatever. We're gonna take care of the to-do list anyway. Let me get last week's today command. Yeah. So let's do this. Okay, yeah. I saw very briefly the update that you'd submitted. The email, I mean. Hang on, I gotta do something really fast. Okay. Yeah, I saw it very briefly, but I need to look through a bunch of Discord stuff, actually. Let me write a couple notes to myself. There. Okay, I have like 4 people I have to respond to. This weekend, we were traveling Friday and Saturday. We were going to Portland. And normally it takes probably 3 hours to and from. It took 5 hours getting there. And then it took the regular amount of time coming back. But 5 hours. It was an extra 2 hours. Everyone was getting into accidents apparently. I had sent Left just a picture. Yeah, this is what we saw on our way back. There was a car on fire on the side of the road. And I think we got there like right as the police were showing up. So it hadn't totally blocked traffic yet, but yeah, that was probably not fun to be behind either. I'm sure that would have made our trip back like 4 hours instead of 3. Also, I feel bad for whoever's car that was. Yeah, Ultramar. Yeah, we had some company over last week. At least I think it was last week. Oh, I don't know what that was, Hideo. That was just part of the video that I took. I don't want to show you guys the whole video. Also, it's kind of... Anyway, I don't want to show the whole video, but yeah. Okay, so I have this. We are going to go tackle these things. So let's get a done item so that we can know where we're at. And let's also get the total number of lines. Because I think we might actually drop below 7,000 today. That'd be nice. Okay, this stuff's all done. So finished deploy stuff is basically everything. So this is nothing. But yeah, most of the Steam stuff is done. That's really good to hear. I think that I need to focus on monetization and then whatever other pre-release stuff that I can focus on, basically. Let's see. Any other... Oh boy. No, I guess we're not going to get lower than 7,000 lines because I already taken care of a bunch of these. Yeah, so we're at 7,068. Okay, well that's fine. This didn't take too long. What just happened there? What's all that blank space? I don't know what that was. Probably nothing. All right. So today, the main goal of today is figure out where I left off. Trying to figure out which tasks need to go into monetization. He had worked on this a while ago and made some progress, but then he thought that there would be more important tasks than monetization at the time. Now that we're preparing for launch, it's important again. All right, commands of interest. Steam, play, roadmap. Good. All right, so shifting back to monetization, I think we're going to start this now. Oh, roadmap A. Thanks. I think we're going to do this now. I don't think that we'll probably end up doing too much of this on stream. Because I really don't remember where we left off. This wasn't like a coy thing or anything. I don't know. And then maybe for the rest of the stream time today, we'll tackle... Actually, I'm not really sure. You know, the way that this might go is I might spend like an hour just reviewing where I left off. And then rest of the day, it might just be no stream. I don't know. And Perry, there you are. I didn't see you on Friday, but I wanted to see you on Friday for a particular reason. But I won't share that reason. But thanks for the resub. 33 months. Wait, why? Didn't you stop in the middle of a change Friday? Did I? I don't remember what happened. Yeah, that's probably a good question, though, to go find out. What did I leave off doing? I deployed on Friday. Right? Didn't I? So I probably checked in whatever I was doing. Where were you on Friday? I don't know. Image related stuff. Oh yeah, the cutoff stuff. Hey Artie. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Oh, that was annoying. Figure out the image cutoff stuff. Yeah. Well, let's go look at the monetization stuff. All right, so itch. I wrote manifest itch variables in Circle CI. I probably didn't do any of this, I'm guessing. Hey, Ernie. Nice to see you. Where would I go find this anyway? Let's just search for itch and see what happens. -I. Oh, I didn't mean /IB. Okay, so I don't have any itch stuff at all in the code. Unless the /B doesn't work to, excuse me. Yeah, this is why I need word markers here. Out of curiosity, what is this showing up as part of? Switch, okay. I was gonna say, there's gotta be some very common thing that this is in. So I probably didn't do this. Yeah, and this was back in May. This has been about 2.5 months. And I guess I probably didn't do this stuff either. Could it be in a branch? That's a good question. Yeah. Git branch. I probably would have named it monetization. AD monetization, yeah, there it is. Yeah, and let's find out what I had stashed. There's nothing on monetization I stashed at least. Did I ever push this branch? Oh, I can't check because, well, I can't check the way I would check because of GitHub being broken. I wonder how long this is going to happen for. Hey, Krasner. Hey, Mystic Hal. Am I a bit ill? No, I'm not a bit ill. If I'm speaking any differently, I wonder if it's the microphone that's different. No, this is all the same. Hey, Derek. Yeah, I feel the same. I had been messing around with a lot of different microphone setups. I bought this. It's actually just it's just this part. I bought a Bluetooth dongle. I guess I'm not using this, so I could pull it out, but I don't want to do it while I'm streaming. And I was trying out a bunch of different setups, and I don't think any of them are that good that I have. So I figured I'd just use wired headphones. But I wanted them to be wireless. Oh well, I just won't have that. So how do you check if a branch has been pushed if GitHub is down? Normally I would just go to GitHub. I guess how to check if branch is pushed. I don't actually know how to do this. Git status should tell you. So let's check out AD monetization. Your branch is ahead of the origin. Oh, okay, good. So it was pushed. I don't know if I can even push right now with GitHub being down. I don't really want to try it. Hey, Resu. Yeah. I have these unpushed changes. So yeah, I'll go take a look at the log off screen for a sec. Refactor. Okay, so this was May 15th that I left off. So we had done some work beyond this day. But yeah, I could show you guys on a different view. We can take a look at this. Okay, so refactor monetization database APIs. Add APIs for claiming an Android purchase. And I wrote none of this is tested yet. Oh, now I'm vaguely remembering where we left off. Asking Google to verify a purchase probably doesn't work. Still want to refactor the code to make things a bit neater. Yeah, I think I wanted to test that day whether the Google stuff would work off stream. Yeah, shouldn't be a huge rebase. Yeah, I think my workday is going to be a little bit weird too, since this is what I wanted to do. This caches the SKUs, so newer deleted ones will show up for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think this is a problem. Okay. What if that's why RuneLite is failing? Is this some like RuneScape thing? I assume. I think GitHub being down probably wouldn't cause external services to just fail unless they were trying to do a deploy and then they were lost in limbo. If a 2D. And sure, yeah. Can do something else get called before write file sync finishes? Because I use it and not write file, that means it wouldn't happen. Yeah, you're correct. So it'll always be that this finishes completely before do something else works. Now that said, obviously it's not guaranteed that this will succeed. It could be that you don't have write permission or something. But yeah, this will at least finish whatever it's doing, even if it ends up failing. Oh yeah, yeah. If it's an update, it could be done through GitHub. Yeah, I see. All right, so yeah, I guess let's read through this at first. Let me just see where we left off here. So manifest H variables. I had never done that. These are things to do off stream. In fact, I should probably make an off stream section due to privacy or tedium. So this needs to be done. Hey, Moist. What kind of joke question is this? I've never heard this one before. I'm curious where it goes. Alright, I'll set up Circle CI environment for Google's variables. Yep, this I'll have to do off stream. At account server startup, reading Google environment variables for the purpose of getting an access token. I may need to... Yeah, this is the stuff I never knew about. Oh, an energy drink? Oh, no, I don't drink any energy drinks. Sorry, I'd never heard of this before. Oh, man. I didn't like doing this in the first place. Do we have payment stuff on here? Like monetization? Where did I write this? I had like an iOS section. Maybe I did it here. I don't think there's any problem with that. Yeah, here's where I have it. Hey, Master. Okay, well, let's write this down. I wrote get this stuff into the game by the end of June. The reason I wrote by the end of June is because I thought it was higher priority then, and we were doing this around May. So it made sense that I'd have like a month and a half. Now the goal is pretty much get this done by the end of August. So let's just update that. And then we're gonna write OneNote note is largely here. That's good, Derek. I hope work got better for you. All right. And yeah, what is the Android stuff that we learned? The whole validating purchases thing. I think I remember now. I wanted to make a real purchase on Android in order to test whether I could verify it. I see the Mr. Rogers trailer. No, I never watched Mr. Rogers. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of it. So I know a lot of people have this like, you know, tight bond with Mr. Rogers. I never did. I hear he's a great guy though. Not to spend hours on them this week. Nice. Yeah. Well, yeah, I hope the job overall is treating you well. Where did I write this down though about making a payment? Maybe it's in my post-stream notes. Yeah, here it was. This must be the, yeah, 5:15. This is the last commit that I had That's the same date. I mean, I wrote make the purchase. I think I can do this from Google Play directly rather than needing the app. But I wrote maybe I do need to modify the app. Oh, I don't like this. I definitely don't like this. Well, I wonder how this work is going to go, because I don't think I can do a lot of it on stream anymore. And yet I think this is pretty important. So there's a couple of different things we could do here. One is just take time off the stream for a couple of weeks maybe to do this. Two would be focus on something else for today at least. I think given that I started today, I should do something today. I'll probably find something else to do today. But then I think what we'll do is while I'm working on monetization, maybe I'll stop streaming. And I don't know how long it'll take. I imagine a couple weeks should be good enough. Of course, Hideo, I might need to randomize you for a bit and maybe pull you in for some of this stuff. GitHub appears to be up. Still not working for me. Avoid the context switch if possible. I mean, for after today. Yeah. I think that'd be helpful, because dropping this for like 2 months, I mean, now I remember where I left off, but I don't remember the particulars of the code. So I think this is a pretty good plan. Maybe clear cache. Oh, I guess for me to clear the cache would be at least this way. 404 page not found. So GitHub loads at least. Yeah, I'll check this out later though. I know, although that would be fine, is on the end of a pretty big, okay. Okay, then yeah, let's switch to something else for today. And I think this will be the last stream of July, excuse me. Yeah, probably it'll be that way. Okay, let's write this down then. And I'll probably change my stream title to say something like last stream of July. Probably last stream of July. There we go. Okay. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Tim. Yeah, I'm going to explain why this is the case. And hey, sick. All right, so Adam wants to get back to working on monetization, but there's not much that can be done while streaming. It involves payments, production passwords, etc. He also doesn't want to keep switching context, so he'll do this code off stream in the next couple of weeks. To keep in touch, check out, well, let's just put the Discord link in directly. Check out Discord, or I don't know, my Twitter link. I think it's just twitter.com/xThomas. Although I don't think I'm going to be tweeting a whole lot. That's correct. Also, you can now wishlist Spotland on Steam. Do I have the Steam link? Hey, nice, I do. Yeah, this was actually really helpful to make hot strings for these. The problem is that it can type them out with capital letters sometimes, so I need to always make sure that they work. Why can't I stream this? They don't have like a sandbox env to development. Then it's easy switch to production. I remember looking into this before. As far as I can tell, Google doesn't have a way for you to verify purchases in a sandbox API. They have ways for you to make purchases, I think, but then you can't verify them on the server. So what I was going to do is I was going to add in a real thing to buy and then buy it and then verify it myself, since it would have been a real purchase. And I didn't even know about iOS. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't know how much of that work I can even do. Hey, Tony Stark. Hey, Smurf. So for all I know, I get done with this in whatever, a few days even. I kind of doubt it. I think this will take until August. What a great way for Google to make some money. I really doubt it. I think I'm going to make whatever the minimum purchase is probably $1. And if it's any less, then it's going to be, I'll spend 50 cents or something. And I should only have to do it once, I think. But if I had to spend like $5 over the course of testing this, that's okay. It would just be a pain if it was like, okay, time to push a new version. Let's spend another $1. All right, so what can we do in the meantime then? You just now canceled the 1 cent recurring monthly subscription? Oh my God, you paid like 36 cents then. That's a lot of money. All right, let's go through some of the feedback. Let's go through some bugs. Let's just do all this. The other thing I wanted to check before starting this is, what is the temperature? It's so hot in this room. Man. Okay, well, I might need to turn a fan on a little bit. Okay, so let's see this. After logging in, there was no success message. Maybe we could add a welcome to botline message, the first part of the tutorial. I did this. This is where I left off. And we could do that whole image cutting off thing, I guess. Oh yeah, the whole scorpion. Oh, darn it. All right, yeah, let's go do that. I don't want to do this. Hideo's making me though. So git checkout master. Git pull. Better spend a day and figure it out and keep rocking. I think it's nice to have an audience when coding. It's something very frustrating. I wish I had the opportunity. Hey, Zanis. Yeah, Kyrie's. I think that having an audience has been helpful in the past. I think that with the tasks that I've been working on lately, it's not as important for me to stream. There are a couple things that the stream helps. One of them is just pulling in people to Botland, although not necessarily keeping them there. And the other, which has been kind of nice, is getting Steam wish lists. I think those will die down. Of course, almost every week I make a new post in this document at the bottom, and I did this week too. And the stats are actually much higher than they used to be. Hey Dennis, welcome back. Thanks for the 5-month resale. So we have gone up from 72 wish lists last week to 142 this week. Now that might sound like, oh man, you got X the first week and X the second week. That's not how it worked. We got this many in just 4 days, and then slightly less in 7 days, which is about how you'd expect this to work. Now, but if you compare these things, the week before this week, we had 300 users created, and this week we had 468. So it was more than 50% of an increase. And the number of weekly active users rose by about 33%. So 122 to 162. Guest conversion rate the week before was just totally broken. So, I mean, it was 0 because it didn't work. So, yeah, but that's up to 5.4%. I guess back here it was like 3 and 2.5%. So it seems to have risen. Although then again, it does fluctuate a decent amount. Although, yeah, I was going to say, has it ever hit 5.4%? And yeah, it has. It's gone to 6.8%. Yeah, it's not too bad. It'll be built with Electron. It will be built with Electron, yeah. For the extension note you have in your notes, you could use AHK directly, as there's already a close other files action in VSC. Did I write this down? Yeah. I could just have it be control 1 and then control, how do I close everything? Control Alt Shift W. Yeah, a lot of that is coming from Metabase, Tim. And then some of it is just coming from this API that I wrote myself about, like, in the last week, how many accounts had signed up and how many games were played and how many phases were started. Do you have any 5-key shortcuts? The only one I might have is this. No, wait, Control Alt Shift 0. No, I only have 4-key shortcuts, I think. All right, so the cutoff stuff, where did I check this in? Did I check this in? Something about a scorpion tail, yeah. This stuff. Stashed as base 64 image clipping. Okay. Hey, Mr. T. Pop stash should be the last one. Here it is. All right, couldn't get the scorpion tail to render even render on mobile for an avatar. Oh man, I don't know what to do about this. The FAQ is not working. Yeah, GitHub's not working right now. Okay. So if I go over to here, the scorpion tail works on desktop. But if I switch to mobile, it's gonna sort of have a fake device pixel ratio here. Device pixel ratio, yeah, 2. So at that point, does it fail if I refresh? I gotta actually log in. It works there. What if I go to an iPhone X? Device pixel ratio is now 3. And I refresh this. See, the problem is this may not be testing anything. Yeah, it's still working here. So on mobile, this doesn't work. Let's just switch to mobile then. I'll put this back on an iPhone 5. All right, which means I gotta go plug this in. So I guess I do need to unplug this Bluetooth thing. But yeah, this is the stupid thing that I bought that's now basically has no purpose. I guess now I could buy Bluetooth peripherals though. It's just I don't think headphones are a good idea for that. All right, let's plug this in. So you guys will probably hear a beep. And I will go load this up. Give me just a sec. Gotta find this on my phone. Good. All right, now we should be able to inspect this. I'll go take a look. But I didn't connect anything, but I'm not even on Windows. So this didn't show up last time. Oh, right, because I had to plug it in directly to my computer. Okay, so this is gonna fail then this time too, huh? All right, fine, time to fix this. Man. All right, there. This better work. No beep sound. It should have that time at least. And I should be able to see it. Because I just wrote something the other day about this, right? Mobile debugging. Oh my god. If DevTools can't find it, maybe try connecting it directly to the computer. Now let me try this one more time. Yeah, it's definitely beeping. Well, the last thing I can do is try restarting the browser, but I don't think I had to do that last time. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. So you guys should be able to see this. This is what's on my phone. And when I log in, we won't see that scorpion tail that we had seen. Yeah. So it's missing the tail. It says invalid value, text image 2D, width or height out of range. And just don't know what to do about this. So the reason this is happening, I should probably leave that open so you guys can see this. The reason this is happening is that the scorpion tail image is much larger than the other ones. Where is it? It's like the last spreadsheet or something, right? Yeah, there it is. So these are 1024 by 2048. Wow. Quite a setup over there. And the other spreadsheets are what, 1024 by 1024? Yeah. The working spreadsheets are 1024 by 1024. So it's almost certainly just that this height will not let anything else work. And the device pixel ratio that I have is 3.5. On my phone is 3.5. But there's got to be a way to get this to render. Yeah, there has to be a way. And we got to go find that way. So what, if we turn off mip mapping, does this work? Just cut the tail in half. So honestly, this might be something that I have to do eventually, which is take the sprite sheet that I render in and split this into 2 sprites. We could scale more based on the texture size. Yeah, I guess we could. But then that involves us knowing what the texture size is for all of this stuff, which means we need to know what sprite sheet it's in. I guess it's doable. It's just, I don't know. What is going on here? So with mipmap off, it still doesn't matter. Okay. There, write this down. Setting it to true causes it to clip. You just disable it for very large images. Oh, right. It was the scorpion tail that fails no matter what. The min-map value doesn't matter. Okay, well, what we could say is like fallback ideas. Split the tail into 2 sprites and render both. This would work, it's just then every time I need an image, I really need to return a set of sprites. I need to know how to destroy them. I mean, there's not too much else I can do here. If I don't call the mip mapping routine, so if this is false, we won't, whoops. Oh my God. Like lost the ability to type. If we, oh wait, we call this no matter what. What does this do then? It was this, and if mip mapping, we only change the width and height. New rectangle, render to texture. Wait, what does render to texture do? Resolution is passed in. What if we said the resolution is 3.5? What would that do? Except for I guess we also need to turn mip mapping on. Yeah, that's already done. Is this gonna load? Yeah, there it goes. Then the other thing I wonder is, can we put the bot here so I don't need to keep clicking this button? Probably. Well, I was hoping for that. But yeah, this is bad. We could try in the opposite direction. I could do 1 divided by 3.5. I have a feeling this will also cause it to break. Let's change the main bot to something else. Cosmetic loadout, yeah. So we want pretty much the same thing I had, but the scorpion foot. So we want these things. Item data, mantis head, 74, camera torso, 87, and scorpion foot, 61. Let's put these all over to here. There we go. And paste them in. Cool. So now we have it on just the main screen. And I wonder if this will repro for us. It'd be nice if this was just the solution, is the whole 1 divided by 3.5. Like, I could see how that could work. Yeah, all right. So it's rendering, it's blurry over here. And it's also blurry on my phone though. But it did get it to render. And it doesn't render over here. Oh man. So I think here's what's happening. When we call this, when we specify a resolution here, it's really taking the width and height and it's multiplying it by that resolution. So it's width times resolution and height times resolution. And this is 2048 times 3.5, which is like way beyond the max texture size that we can have, 7168. Yeah, just make sure only people with poor eyesight play the game. But the problem is that I guess I don't need it to be this size. And yet, I guess I kind of do, or else this wouldn't be a problem. Render to texture, how's this working? Let's get rid of the resolution here. Resolution is going to be for generate texture. Okay, and let's go look at this code. We need to check out 4.x. And generate texture is here. And the resolution is used for render texture create. Let's go into that. Here it is. New base render texture with a resolution. Okay, what does that do? just sets it. And then, yeah, real width and real height is where the resolution is multiplied. And then where are those things used? Height equals this is power of 2. This is fine. Nah. Yeah. And what's this draw image that we have here? Yeah, this is just for load. Huh. So this is only used internally when we're updating dimensions. I wonder what happens when we upload it to the GPU. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Hey, Ramu. We're trying to fix the bug from Friday with image clipping. I'm hoping it goes better today. Hey, Lumi. It's a very cute emote. Oh, let's put a breakpoint here. It's going well. I am hopefully going to just at least figure out this issue today. And then this afternoon, I might work on some marketing stuff. And then I'm thinking tomorrow, I will start to work on monetization stuff again. Would have expected a max size allowed issue thingy. Although it sounds like we're trying to render something in a smaller container. I don't know. Weird message, I guess. Yeah, containers can't be sized such that they're smaller than their children. I think the children determine their size, and the only thing you do after that is scale it. Hey, Ramy. Yeah, original intro. So original that we made a command for it. Left just... Did you end up streaming Builders? I didn't get to watch. This isn't working. Well, maybe it's working if I do this too. You did stream it for about an hour? Do you like the game? It looked like I would get frustrated with it. I don't know how to describe why. But I watched some reviews and it just, I don't know. Something just seemed off about it to me. I'm going to resize this so this is here. All right, let's refresh this. I think the only textures it's going to create are going to be for the login bot that we have. It's probably slowly loading this. There it goes. Yeah, so we call generate texture. Oh man, it's not hitting this one. And this is set correctly. Maybe it's because you need to run this. You prefer it over Minecraft? Wow. It's very Dragon Questy though. I think, to me, the Dragon Quest games at this point are probably just like typical JRPGs. And I think I should never play JRPGs again. So, I don't think Builders is probably in that same vein. From what I understand, it's not really an RPG. It's more of like a sandbox game. You have a cat now, Remy? Can we see pictures or no? All right, how are we doing here? Okay, finally, good. All right, so what's the width of this? Height is 604, width is 403, or 436. So this is fine. The second one's probably gonna be fine too. Wait, what? How did this render here? That's a good question. Why does it render here but not the other place? I guess because this has a max width. Let me refresh this again. Friend's cat. Ah, kitty sit. I had a dream last night that I had a pet cat. I think it'd be nice to have a cat and not have to take care of a cat. But I don't want any more responsibility right now, so we just don't have any pets. So what I'm trying to find is the max width, max height part here. Yeah, what is this set to? Error, not defined. Okay, well we could always put a breakpoint here. and find it that way. Yep, there we go. And these are both undefined. Wow, that's very unusual. So it seems to be working on the login screen, but not the other page. And max width and max height aren't defined in either way. Height is 604. And when I sign in, what happens here? It's undefined on the login page. It should be undefined on both. Yeah, should be undefined on both. So what is this one? 871 by 1205. This one's so much larger for some reason. Why? Ah, there's your cat. I found it. We can't have constraints here. I added a comment for this. No. It makes sense why we don't have constraints on the login page, but we don't have constraints on either page, and yet it's rendering it like double the size on. Let me just blog this out. So width 871, height 1205. This is on the news page, and on the login page, I think it was just both of these cut in half. And if that's the issue, then fine. I guess this makes sense. Show the dog as well. You mean this? I already showed this. Oh no! Oh, if only I hadn't made a joke and just showed the dog, I wouldn't have accidentally closed that page. All right, let me go reconnect. I gotta do this again. It's not like it's hard to do, at least. That's what I get. Okay. So this time it works out to be 436 by 604. So it's not exactly half, although it is kind of close. Because I mean, if you multiply this by 2, it would be 1208, and this would be 872. It's a little weird that they're not the same. I'm assuming it's using the same render function. Yeah, I want to find out why these ended up being different though. Did I scale this somehow? Is the renderer's resolution different? Resolution is 3.5. Bitmap is, well, undefined, but we'll just put a breakpoint there. Could it be the 0.6 thing you have? The 0.6 thing should be in a different spot, I think. Yeah, this is only for individual cosmetic items. And the way that bots render, how does this render? Is with get base64 image data. I guess I'm not calling anything different here. Base cache. Yeah, I don't see anything there. So minmap is going to be false here. Yeah. And we go into this function, and I want to know what's different. Scale mode undefined. Okay, maybe the display object itself is different. Yeah, it already has a different width and height. So this must have been something in compose bot that's changed, but why? All right, well, let's go through that function then. Live on Thursday. Are we gonna have the Rickroll videos too? Bumped up the priority of reading it. My wife and I just finished Dune, and now we're on the second book. And I tried the second book a long time ago and couldn't get into it, and I'm hoping it's better this time around. But man, one of the big differences between being on a phone and being on a book for going to sleep is that I seem to sleep so much better if I was reading or was read to. My wife and I have just been reading aloud to each other. Mostly me reading, but she's been reading a little too. Okay, so yeah, parameters here. We have the different sprites. I wonder what the size of this is. Actually, I wonder what the size of the leg sprite is here. 436 by 604. And that's just the leg sprite. Okay. Hey, Roofsy. And this is on the login page. I think it's a really nice way to bond. Same is detailed argument. Oh, it might not be. Let me take a look at that. Is detailed here is false. That would be the difference. Yeah, that's almost certainly the difference. But the thing is, I need it to be the detailed image. Hey, Glass Cup. And hey, War Eagle. Happy Monday. So as soon as I log in, we'll be able to see what this new one is. Yep, there we go. So we check out the params. This has is detailed true, yeah. So the difference is that. Couldn't get the detailed scorpion kill. Okay, so we can only repro this on the login page if we specify is detailed. Yeah, Outer Space Cowboy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the monetizing the game stuff. I just don't think it should take place on stream. And I don't know how long it's going to take exactly, but I think it'd be good to get that done and tested and then set it aside for a bit. And then when I get back to streaming, I said my tentative launch day was going to be September 24th. So let's say this takes me, let's actually overestimate. Let's say it's going to take till August 9th is like finished monetization with no streams during that time. So I would have a little over a month to do pretty much everything on the before launch list. And there is a decent amount of stuff there, but I don't think it would take like a month to do. So that should give us time to also tackle a couple of other things, and just we'll have enough buffer, I feel. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny because I've been there. I've done that. Please take care of myself regarding health. Yeah, I feel like I've taken care of myself regarding most of my health. It's only stress that I think has worried me. As in, you know, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's not supposed to be a tautology. What I mean is that the stress level actually got to be worrisome on its own. Hey, Reachtastic. How long will you spend on pre-launch marketing? I mean, by the time that the game launches, it will have been probably like 5 months of marketing. Something along those lines. So, yeah, I'm going to continue doing that. Big purple Jimmy Neutron Monkey Man. Did you see, I was going to type this out on my phone, but I thought it would take too long. But did you see Donkey's pre-Smash launch video where it was everyone's silhouettes and he started saying what he thought the characters were? Because I think he also made the observation that Jimmy Neutron and Donkey Kong silhouettes look the same, other than the general musculature. Okay, yeah, he made that joke right there. Will the Google Doc for monetization be updated? I find it interesting listening in on this. Do I have one on the work that I had done already? Because I know that I have one on the plan for monetization, which was just a design plan. This was like, here's what we're going to monetize and here's why. And that's it. This is the whole document. This I don't plan on ever updating because I don't think this is going to change. Well, at least it's not going to change for launch. I told you guys about that game, Dr. Mario World. Man, it's so grindy for a game that's free to play. And I guess that's how most free to play games are supposed to be. And that's not how Botland is going to be, which makes me wonder if people can even spend that much money. But in this game, you get, I want to say like 150 coins by beating a level. And I think the most important thing you want to buy is 4,000 coins. And then there are other ways of earning coins too. But it works out such that you maybe get like one of these 4,000 coin purchases per day, maybe. I don't know exactly what the numbers would be. And the amount of these things that you need is crazy. It's like you need 5 of each character to be max level. And there are, I'm just gonna make up a number here, like 60 characters. So you need 300 times 4,000 coins. So 1.2 million. And getting 150 coins per level is like, oh, that's gonna take a while. So if you were to just do it by being levels, you'd have to be like 8,000 levels. And that's how most free-to-play games work, right? That's not like that surprising, I guess. But yeah, Botland doesn't have that same sort of setup. Also, that was if you wanted 100% the game. Most people don't technically want to do that. Now Nintendo's jumping in on free-to-play. I don't think it's irritating to me. It's just surprising that I didn't plan for something like this with Botland. Because this is how free-to-play works. If you're going to give the game for free, then you need to have some way of making money still. And sometimes they subsidize it with ads, and sometimes it's microtransactions, and sometimes it's like a freemium model. Well, actually, it's not really, it can't be freemium because it's not free to play. Well, maybe it could be. I don't know. I don't know if you still classify it as the same thing. All right, so all I'm going to do is just let this run, and it should fail to render the scorpion tail here. Can weapons just be more expensive? So there's no monetization route for weapons in the game, Xanis. I hate to lose. Yeah. So if I made weapons more expensive, it wouldn't really do anything. So yeah, this is the issue. Now how do we fix this? You can always add new features with a different payment idea later. I can, yeah. But in order for me to get to that point, it means that the first monetization idea has to be good enough. Now, it's not technically too late to change the monetization model for Botland. But here's what I think in the future. Current plan is monetize salvage packs. So it's just cosmetic items. I think what I'll do in the future, have a new game mode that costs like X dollars per Y plays or something like that. Or charge botcoin. Something along these lines. So this is sort of like how Arena works in Hearthstone. I think it costs like 150 gold to start a run, which is roughly 1 day's worth of gold. Or you spend $1, I don't know how much. Or $1.50. Either way, like I'm thinking of something like this. And I think that mode would be the like battle royale mode with a giant arena and like 500 player battles or something. That would also take a lot of time to develop. But that might happen. So, all right, let's go back to this. So we're generating a texture with this resolution, and I think the resolution is pushing it beyond the max real width. Gotta be something else I can do here. Hey, Luculus. What does this return? It returns a container. I bet we could just call this function and everything would be fine. Coaching surface. I'll leave that to players. So pixie render, display object, scale mode, resolution. Is that the same as this? Display object, scale mode, mip map. Okay, it's slightly different. This forces mip map to be true. Yeah. Okay, well, let's try calling this and just see what happens. I have a feeling everything's gonna break. So now how do we do this? Instead of calling this function, we're gonna call, oh, we won't have original bounds, will we? No, this just returns a container. Container, pixie util dot this. So we need the pixie renderer, sprite container, scale mode, and then resolution, I guess, is 1. And then original bounds equals container dot get local bounds. Wonder if this will work. Hey, Goose. Okay, so even if this renders correctly, I think we're going to run into issues on deleting this thing that I will need to destroy the texture in a way that I haven't had to before. Final spray is not defined? Oh man, I was worried about that. So this has to be called final spray. And now container is not defined. It might help if I actually updated the other thing that needed to be updated. All right. So what I'm testing here is one of my fallback ideas that I had. Rather than rendering this giant rectangle that exceeds the size of, so it still didn't work, but I could maybe figure that out. But we have a rectangle that's too large. So if this is the size of the thing we have, this might be like the maximum size. So what we do is we chop this into two and we render both of them inside one container. But even that probably doesn't work because it's one of two things I'm doing wrong. Either I'm generating this sprite wrong, or when I go to rasterize it anyway later on, that fails. And yeah, I'm not sure which one of these it is. Get base 64 image. Let's go find it. This. Out of curiosity, what if I just didn't do this? Yeah, what if I got rid of this? What if we didn't scale any of these things? Okay. Let's try that. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. Probably more errors than trials. Let's keep repeating the same mistakes. Alright, I gotta turn on the fan. Too hot. There. You don't fix a problem and then continue fixing it. But I mean, you shouldn't be repeating the same mistakes, right? If you have one trial, you should have one error. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have one trial and like 5 errors, and then try something else, and then repeat the same one again. So texture.destroy true. This apparently doesn't exist. Let's get rid of this. Okay, as far as I know, this should work. Huh. It doesn't. It says invalid value, text image 2D width or height out of range. What is even causing this though? It's got to be coming from here. I don't know if there's anything else I can never do. Did this combo ever work? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What if I just set the resolution? I don't even know if I can do this actually. I think it's however this thing works to extract base 64. Yeah, so it's this. Canvas, target, texture buffer resolution. It's just, it has to be this problem. That's my assumption. And I think it's just that the width and height of this is tremendous. So let's start this again. But I want to step through this. I don't care about that one. Actually, don't care about these either. Let's go get rid of them all. Are there any other ones? It works. All right, here. This is it. So what does this do? This is going to take the resolution void 0. Where's it getting that from then? Texture buffer? Where does that even come from? Base texture GL render target. Oh boy. So yeah, it's this. Resolution set to 1, but it's because it's on my computer right now. On my phone, it'd be 3.5. And then we do this multiplication here. So I want to set this lower. I want to find out how we get this. This is likely something I can change from here, I hope. So yeah, I want to try that. Hey, Smash. Hope this works. I'm just going to set this to 5. And I want to see now, does this get set to 5 as well? It may not, because it may not be using the renderer as the render target, but I think it might. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I need to change this myself. Context UID. And even then, this is not hopeful. So render texture. We had to generate a new one just for that. Via this. Generate texture. Okay, let's go find that one. Which one of these would it be? Probably this one. No, it's this one. They call create. They call render. What are they doing here? Target. But how do they get this? It's in base texture somewhere. This has to be some like common thing. Hey, Thals. You all had the same idea at once. I wonder if there's something else I can use to get this then. I don't know. All those mower commands. And yet a cooldown, so that only one would work. Oh, words. Thanks for subbing. You're a view bot now. And as far as I know, you only joined the stream like 3 minutes ago. So thank you. Unless you were here before that, in which case I'm a jerk for not remembering you. But yeah, thanks. I will say this is a bad time to sub. Could it be related to this? Hey Jan. Makes wrong size image with device pixel ratio greater than 1. Image would be 4x too big and only 1/4 the image area is rendered. This is related to this one. Canvas extract resolution. We're 2 times multiplied by the resolution. This was fixed, and it was fixed like a year ago. So I imagine this is not an issue anymore. Yeah. C code, subscribe. Well, now is actually a pretty bad time to subscribe. I don't think I'm going to be streaming after today for a couple weeks. Which is why I was happy to see there was a Twitch Prime, because at least you didn't have to spend extra money. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Alright, well, what can I do here? I was thinking of temporarily changing the resolution. I don't even know if that's a good idea. Thinking that I could temporarily change the resolution before calling. Hey Zevril. Hey Rathel. You're leaving us, taking vacation? No, check out the today command. It's like one message above where you said you were leaving us. But that explains it. It's just with working on monetization stuff, I think it'd be hard to stream that. Let's see. Really change the resolution for calling basis for abstract, but that doesn't seem like it's easily doable because a render texture is created dynamically. There's probably still a way to get to this somehow. Like maybe I could make one of these myself, like how it's working over here. I could try it. Generate target. And then combine that with this. And then try to change it. It might work. And then we'll just change the resolution to like 5 and see what happens. This is gonna fail. This is gonna fail so much. There. Okay, that's everything. Let's go test it. Hey, Pickle. Good morning to you too. So this is failing now because this doesn't have a generate texture call. What is supposed to give this to us? This dot renderer dot generate texture. Yeah, what is render in this case? WebGL takes in a WebGL renderer. I don't know what I did wrong. It is a WebGL renderer. It doesn't have generate. Oh, it does have generate texture. What's this complaining about? I don't even know what I was just looking at. What? It was this one that doesn't have it? I bet that wasn't just up-to-date code. I'll try this again. Because it worked on my computer, so maybe it'll work on my phone. This is my phone here. No. Width or height out of range. Okay, well, this technically wasn't the test I wanted to do anyway. The test I wanted to do was to see if I got the resolution set correctly, which I highly doubt. Hey, Playing with Scissors. I'm going to respond to your Discord message hopefully today. Get back to you on how I think we should proceed. Oh, did this fail? No, this didn't fail. So if I go down to here, did this get changed to 5? No, it didn't. Okay, how do I do this then? Although, wait a second, this can't be a problem. Oh no, this is my computer, right? This can't be a problem. The part where it couldn't be a problem is that this is set to 1 on my phone. I think it's set to 3.5 on my phone because it's the device pixel ratio. So I'll just refresh this and we'll find out. Oh, you know what? We can just manually change it. And I can see if that'll actually do something. Because if that does something, then maybe I could patch Pixie again and just have it lower the resolution. Still, this could be a bug in Pixie. If you're trying to use a sprite sheet that will load and then you can't render base64 data from it, that's kind of a problem. We can talk about it. That'll be easier for you. I don't mind just typing. Basically, what I was going to do is I was going to say, like, here's an email I would send as a response so that you could make whatever changes you wanted to and then you could just send it off or not send it off. It's totally up to you. But that way you wouldn't have to do the work for it. Okay, so we go back to here. We get to this. We change the resolution. Oh, it's already set to 1. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm just gonna set it to 0.5 and we'll just see what happens here. I have a feeling it's gonna be broken. Source is too large. Is a resolution of 1 bad? Should I set this higher? I'll set the resolution of 4 and we'll just test that. Optimizing it for tablets. I mean, the only thing I'm really doing right now is that there's a bug where we have a bot and when we go to render it, it renders like this. And I'm just trying to fix the clipping issue. And that's literally it, but this is gonna take a very long time, I think. All right, so here we go. Resolution is set to 1 again, except for we want to set it to 4 and try that out. Does this actually work now? I feel like that was called twice. Hey, Mark. Yeah. How have you been doing, Zevral? Things still super busy? So this is once. We go over to here. Didn't even break into the second part. Oh, did this get deleted? Oh. Oh yeah. No, there's no rush whatsoever, Zevral. I am planning on launching. Oh darn it! I forgot another thing I had to do. Hang on one sec. Let me remember what this is. Spawn 2. Okay. Yeah, I am planning on launching hopefully in late September. But it's not like something needs to be done before then. If Botland is still going in, let's say, a couple months after that, then it'd still be fine. I mean, it's only if Botland is dead that then there's no need to do anything or add something somewhere. Alright, so can we set the resolution higher and then see if there's a second call to this thing? There isn't a second call, but even when it's really, really tiny, there's no scorpion tail. Huh. What does that mean? What do I do? Botland will never die. I mean, Botland could certainly die. Like I said, I was commenting last week. I think a lot of people are already under the assumption that like, oh, Botland's successful, right? Because you're still working on it. It's not successful. We are struggling to get people to continue to play. I mean, in the last week, there were 500 logins, but of those 500, it was 244, 217, and 12. So there were 51 returning users. And I want that number to be 500 at the very least. So we still need 10x growth from what we have now. No, this is the one. Yeah. And it probably won't hit that anytime soon, which is why I just need to keep marketing. But yeah, I imagine that's going to be a bit of a frustrating process. All right. So let's just close out of this. So at this point, the width and height are reasonable. What about this one? Width and height 1 by 32. 1024 by 1535. What do we just set height equal to 1024? What happens? It still doesn't render. Man, nothing causes this to render. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. You feel ya? What am I doing? Check out the new command. Yeah, I'm working on a game. I'm trying to fix a bug where graphics are clipping in one aspect, and I don't know what's causing it or how to fix it. Well, I kind of know what's causing it. The height is too large for this to ever even render. But I don't know how to fix it. And I'm like almost completely out of ideas at this point. I guess we should get rid of these things again and go back to whatever the old code is that we had. But what this means is that it would... Okay, let's try something else that's just kind of an easier test here. Am I required to have a desktop client? I'm not actually sure if you're required to, but we will have a desktop client. Hideo's been working on that. So for testing this, why don't we have a 2048 by 2048 image and see if I can convert it to base 64 on my phone. Let me cough a bunch. Okay, excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, so let's go to Pixie Playground, I guess. Zzz. And I'll close this. Maybe. Oh boy. Alright, so we need a large image. So what are those placehold websites? Placehold.it. And then we can just get like 1024 by 1024. This is how it works? No, it's slash. How do you do this? Wait, placeholder.com. They changed things. 150. Oh, you have to just specify .png at the end. What? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, I had 1024 or 1024 originally. It has via subdomain. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. I can't even copy this anymore. Let's just... Yeah, it's copying with C/O on it. Ah, thankfully. Got it. You're at .com. I think it just redirects now. Okay, good. So what we wanted was whatever the size of this one is, which is 1024 by 2048. There. So we want that image. Can we do that? Yeah, this ceased to work. It's probably a access from origin has been blocked. Okie dokie. I wonder if they have something in settings where I can change that. Well, I could just make a texture this size, right? And just make it red or blue or something. I don't know if that's a good idea though. I should just host something on my own computer. Yeah, let's do that. So I have a feeling that this will fail. I can then maybe ask the Pixie team how I'm supposed to fix it if I can't figure anything out on my own. Alright, so we had a bunch of Pixie stuff in here. Where is it? Pixie MVC. Let's just take that. Yeah. Although I should probably see what this does first. I think we need to host this. I don't think it's just gonna work. No, but whatever, that's good enough. We'll just copy this whole folder. Pixie 2048 Sprite base 64. Yeah, something like that. Great. So let's load up this and this. And this is actually fine, so all we need to look at is this. Now we need an image that is 1024 by 2048, so right there. We'll just call this like sprite sheet.png, or I don't know, scorpion.png. And delete these, this, and this. There, okay. So now we have a loader somewhere, head sprite name. We'll just change to scorpion sprite name. And it is scorpion.png. Delete this stuff. We don't need any of the other loader stuff we have here. This will be the scorpion sprite. We don't need a container or anything. In fact, we don't really need any of this. Let's just delete the whole thing. We don't need a filter. We don't need this. Actually, I don't even need this stuff either. All we need to do is generate, we don't need a main loop. There. So That's the only code we need. Delete everything else. Yeah, this is all fine. Okay, now we generate base64 data out of it. How do we do that? Pixie renderer extract base64. So base64 equals that. Yeah, base64 data equals this. And renderer is just called renderer. And sprite to be destroyed as scorpion sprite. Then we want to add an image to the document that has that as its source. So document.body.append HTML construct image tag. I never end up doing this, so I don't remember how you do it. Okay, this is probably how. So image equals create image. Image.source equals base64 data. This probably won't work. I think we need something else here, but let's try that anyway. And then I need to host this the same way that we did before. So Pixie MVC, oh, it's not called that. Pixie, this one. Dash P1432. Sure. Then we load this up. Okay, cool. So it worked. I guess let's get rid of the renderer that we had here. This can just be 1 by 1. That way this shows up. Gotta like control F5, refresh the page. There we go. So this is gigantic. If I'm not mistaken, this should be 1024 by 2048. Is it? Actually isn't. What? Is it on this page somewhere? Yeah, it is on this page. Okay, so does this work on, yeah, chat died. I do copy. So, does this work on my phone now? We gotta connect to this. So I'm gonna go to Chrome, load a new tab, 192.168.1.12.1 for, what did I type in? 14, is the port number even showing on my screen right now? 1432. Hey, B-Bet. How you doing? Okay, and then I'm pretty sure we can debug this the same way we did before by pressing F12 and going to devices. Yep, there it is. Inspect. Okay, so here's what it looks like on my phone. It is rendering. So what is going on? That's the part that doesn't make any sense. This should be failing. I don't know anymore. Honey baked ham of keyboard keys. So on my keyboard is right next to function lock. Whenever I press function lock, everything messes up afterward because it changes what the keys do. This set the resolution correctly. Man, what is causing this to fail? So it's not just extracting base64 data then. That part is totally fine. It's some other thing. You'd think this would help narrow it down, but I'm kind of lost. Oh boy. Hey, Hamad. You can rearrange the letters in your name to form Am-Chat. What are we gonna do? Okay, so this renders just fine on mobile. This means that extracting base64 data is not the problem. Or Hamcat. Or Camhat. Or Thama. Oh, there's gotta be a C at the end. T'Chama. You're the new Black Panther character. T'Chama. I don't know. Well, there are very few other parts of this in the pipeline here. Yeah. So we run through compose bot. Steps we take are as follows. Compose bot. Then we call extract. I shouldn't write this out like this. Extract base64 data. And inside compose bot, we do something else here. Rasterize display object. And what does this do? This calls render to texture. What's that? Generate texture. Yeah. So one of these steps is broken. I need to figure out which one. Well, we can probably repeat in this new thing that we have here. Just wondering what happened. 1353 add 1 amp. You know, John. So what if I call this function and then call the base64 stuff from here? We can try it out. We can definitely try it out. So we make a render texture out of the sprite. Scale mode. I think we just set this up to null. I think we just delete it all. And then generate it from the render texture. Does that work? Does it even do something? Nope, that breaks everything. Pixie render is not defined. Oh, that's the easiest possible thing to fix. Okay, so it does render like that. Now let me try on my phone. Refresh. If it breaks here, then we know that it's a render texture that's causing the problem. This shouldn't be taking this long to reload. What's going on? What is going on? When I press this button, it should refresh this, right? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Okay, no, that worked. So it's not the render texture part. I called render to I called generate texture on the sprite to turn it into a render texture first. But there's no problem there either. What is happening? What is going on? Is it because of the height of the image that I'm trying to use? Because even this, if I could scroll down the page, which I don't, oh, I can, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of blank space at the bottom that is still considered to be part of the image. So that if I were to go to, oh, that crashed. The mythical wizard names Adam. Oh, named Adam? I mean, yeah, we got that there. If you want to find out my age, it's right there. Oh man, yo. Did you find it by debugging though? Because maybe that could help you speed things up in the future. All right, well, if it's not generate texture and it's not extract base64 data, could it be literally anything else? Isn't everything else that we have here just an extension of this? I guess we're technically making a sprite out of the render texture. I guess I could try that. So calling sprite from render texture equals new pixie.sprite render texture. Does that still work? Yeah. Does it work on my phone? Is this going to reconnect? I don't even think that works. It looks like it's working. I don't trust anything. I definitely don't trust anything anymore. I can't get this to repro. What else could it be? Well, what else do these functions do? Get the original bounds, do a bunch of nothing, get a rectangle. Okay, this is the one thing I'm not doing, I guess, is specifying a region from this sprite. And I guess that could be what's breaking here, so let's put a breakpoint. And let's try that out. Yeah, it is possible this is what's messing it up. So what's this region? X and Y are negative. Wonder if that matters. That's the only time that gets hit, right? Yeah. Bot coins. I could always generate those myself, so they must be poisonous. If you're trying to hand them to me. Raimi the snake. Well, we could try just making this 0. It's probably not a good idea. Well, let's see what that does. Now I gotta go load this up again. There it is. And then we need to find this over here. Inspect. No, it fails there too. What if I make this really small? What did you say, 256 by 256? Does any of this have an impact? You played a snake in a school play? Really? Do you have any lines? We're just going like... Hey, Pod. This isn't gonna load, is it? Hey, Spino, or Spinox. A bit late, what am I doing? Yeah, check out either the today command. I don't know if you're talking about for today or for just in general, but if you just mean in general, check out that new command. Either way, hello and welcome. I am trying to fix an issue today with image clipping. And so what I'm attempting to do here is find out where this is problematic so I can just fix that one part. Oh, is this broken in this whole time? Oh my God. I gotta just click this button. Snakes can't talk. They can in school plays. All right, let's just restart the whole thing. X. Click. Raimi, what was your role in that play? So you were literally just dressed as a snake? This must have been a long time ago. If I had to guess, I'd say you were 6 years old. How old were you really? This isn't gonna work. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but it's not rendering anything. I wonder if Chrome ran into a problem? Because it's not even printing anything out. Oh, and my device won't even rotate anymore. It's not frozen though. I'll just restart this. There. Okay. Try and stop me now. It's not letting me. There it is. Okay, so now nothing is rendering. And it says width or height out of range. Wonder how. Because it's probably coming from this. What if I just don't have a region? Yeah. Probably in the 6 to 8 range. It was a play based on a day out of the zoo we had, so they needed animals. Oh, this is very funny. They're like, who has the least acting ability? I know, you there, young boy. Raimi, is it? You put on the snake costume and stand there. I don't even remember if I was in a school play. I'm pretty sure I was, because I think my mom told me that I was at one point. Snakes don't stand. You had to lay down on the stage. I think that's even worse. Maybe RTXT. All right, I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Yeah. I'm gonna put this breakpoint back in though, and we're gonna figure out what these things were supposed to be. There we go. What would the thumbnail be? Probably some like guy with a shocked expression with a red circle drawn around his face and an arrow pointing at him, because that's what does well on YouTube right now. You won't believe what this snake does in a school play. 100 tips about being a snake in a school play. This didn't break in. I must have had this still muted. Yeah, there we go. All right. So originally these were set pretty large. I wonder if I just change the region's height. Region height equals 800, for example. I would expect this to work. Yeah, okay, so that cuts down on the size of this. So when I had this set to 256 by 256, we should have seen something. Even if it's just the antennae on that bot. That one. Let me stop doing this and this. Custom thumbnails for streams? Huh. I wonder if that would be a good or a bad thing. I feel like it'd probably be a bad thing. Yeah. Alright, so can I see any of this? It might be rendering somewhere and it's just not. What is this? Open a new tab. So here's the image that we have. We can copy this image and we can see if there are any pixels that are relevant by doing this. No, it's just completely black. And what I don't understand is why, well, let's just set this 512. Let's see if there's anything better here. I still wonder if there's a way where you could get into a Twitch stream without even having the ability to see the title. I guess a direct link, and then you'd have to open the UI in order to see it at that point. Mixer lets you have custom thumbnails. And even this isn't working. So changing the height is fine. Changing the width and the height is a bad idea? I don't get it. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to figure anything out here. I don't really think I'm trying. Okay, so I set the width to 800 and now we can finally see the antennae. Seems like something's wrong. Hey, Ski Dog. Just not viewers. Actually, viewership's been rising on Mixer. I wonder if we just say like math.min. Hey, SLI. With the new Xbox thingy. What's the new Xbox thingy? I'm not like super up to date on this stuff anymore. I only follow school play snake news. And it's pretty easy to stay up to date on that. There aren't that many school plays with snakes. I'm never gonna get this. Alright. I don't know what to do. Well, we know it was working before. Top streamer on Mixer averages 600 viewers. That may be true. I wonder what it's at right now. Let me go to Mixer. How do we just see the top streamer? Whoever just loaded on the front page has 618. And oh, someone's got 2,600 right now. Oh, wait a second. I know this person in real life. Wow. I played Smash with him a long time ago. I thought he was on Twitch. Guess he switched to Mixer. Huh. I mean, when I say no, I mean like the last time we spoke was probably 11 years ago. But still, that's surprising. Also, I highly doubt he remembers me. We played Smash maybe like 2 or 3 times. Alright, I don't think this is worth working on. I don't have any ideas on how to fix this, and I'm not doing anything. And I don't think this is a good use of my time. So, yeah, I guess we'll write other conclusions here. Conclusions. I still can't figure out anything about what to do. I'm pretty sure this worked in an old commit though. So we should just go back to that commit to see what I changed. Yeah, that's the only idea that I have. That's a great first message, Perry. I'm breaking up for you. What do you mean, Rithal? If you could find pictures of Snake Me. Watch, it's gonna be him in that same hammock as before. Oh, see that? Thanks for resubbing. Thanks for the 22 months. On a 1 month's streak. Oh, Twitch. I think it looks something like this. This is me, everybody. I'm a sneaky snake. Alright, I don't know. What do we do now? What do we do now, chat? Hey, Andorn. You know, I was thinking, what if I just did a programming stream where I flipped the size of the webcam and the monitor so that everything that the programming, it all took place in like a really tiny window for you guys and you couldn't really see anything. That would let me stream the supposed to be private stuff because you'd just see me. We play Sudoku on stream. Alright, let's load up Sudoku. Oh my god, a free salvage pack. This is the greatest day of my life. They're beautiful. Program using only EX. What does that mean, Amir? I'm guessing EX is a shell command, I don't know. Yeah, I hate Sun. It would be JavaScript streaming Atom gameplay. Okay, I have lost track of what chat is talking about at this point. I was in a school play. I don't remember doing this. I don't remember what it would have been either. Anyway, I'm gonna attack some people. We're gonna unmute this. We're gonna get all the music on. Let me resize this. It's a line editor that existed before Vim. You can edit and see only one line at a time. Oh, I see. Alright, what do we have? We have a bunch of reflect bots and artillery. Oh yeah, these are gonna die very easily to this. Goodbye, bots. Do I hear default drums? Only some of the tracks have default drums. Maybe I should just change those today. I still never made fanfares either. I could do that too. Alright, easy peasy. CPU dead. Look at that. Look at that rating change animation. Nice. How you doing, TY? Who's this? Bogo. Ah, yes, of Bogo sort. Alright, so let's see. We got lasers, artillery, melee. Alright. I got a strategy that I made a while ago. Although this might not work. Well, let's try one of these. And where's my artillery bot? Kill the potato. We gotta rename this. Yeah, we gotta rename this. Artillery bot. I'm very creative when it comes to names. Okay. Put down a couple of those. Try that out. Big Programmer D. Leave the buttons to trigger an animation a million times after working on it for like 20 hours. Yeah. It's like clacking together tongs to make sure they still work. Alright, pretty good. Killing a couple of bots. That one's at like half-life. They don't have any chips. So this thing's gonna die. That's fine. And we'll try... What's this bot? This was my... This is my super strat. Stun to kill. Alright. This bot was the best. We're just putting this down. Doesn't matter if it loses, it's the best. It's beautiful. It's working exactly as I intended. Perfect. True perfection. Alright. This person got stomped. Oh, wait, no. I might have spoken too soon. No, I didn't. Alright. Blam, blam, blam. Can the entire soundtrack just be default drums? Yeah, actually, probably. We could do something like that. Hey, this is me. I'm win trading right now. Actually, I'm just gonna try these same bots, see how good it is against my strategy. Not great so far, but I have a feeling that if I just try again, it'll be successful. Yep. Now I have one bot with which I can win. Nope. I lost. Nice rating change. That's just a library. Yeah, it's called Odometer, and it's what Hideo added in. That's called Hideo, and that's what Odometer added in. It's Pikmin Trainer. Who's this? What do they have? Melee, artillery. Okay, well, they're all clumped up. So I'm going to use my anti-melee clump bots. These. No, not these. Where's the... Here it is. I'm going to switch these so I can actually tell what it has. So, melee, zapper, thrusters. Yeah. And let's change the appearance now that I've got some new cosmetics. It's perfect. Alright. I'll put this here, here, here. Yeah. Alright. I expect some big zapper hits there. Working pretty well. Hey, Quando. So, Quando, I don't know if you were there for part of that conversation yesterday, but the whole thing about 9 flagging people, it is a hammer. Yeah, last stream of July. But I guess we're still gonna call it... We're still gonna call it a flag. Because, yeah, they're kind of holding a flag. You can sort of see it as one. Am I missing something? I'm gonna do monetization stuff off stream, and it'll probably take a couple weeks, so I don't think I'll stream for the next couple weeks. I don't know how long it'll be exactly. It could last a month, it could last less. And we're just wasting time now because I gave up on the task I had for today. I'm not like in a bad mood or anything. A lot of times when I say, okay, I'm not streaming for the next week, it's because I've gotten so frustrated, but I do plan on working this week. And I'll probably stream for another like half hour or something. And in fact, if anyone else wants to stream Botland, I'll just host you. So you got like half an hour to decide that you want to stream. I know I'm a quitter today. I'm gonna go back to marketing tasks for today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start with coding. All right, what's this? Melee, lasers. All right, I made a special bot just for this sort of strategy. This probably won't work that well, but it lays landmines and it moves to the left. Oh, they put stunning lasers. Who is this? How dare you? Oh, that was actually really effective. Uh-oh. I did not look at that. Okay, well then let's try that one more time. But just 2 of the bots. And then the last one is going to be artillery bot. I'll put him here. I'll put him here. Counter. That was actually a pretty good strategy. Okay, my bot should have moved farther to the side. They didn't. Yeah, this isn't going well. Yeah, this definitely isn't going well. However, now that they're just down to those, I think Reflect can probably kill them. Yeah, if I put this here, it might work. There. Come on. Come on. Okay, I did it. I barely won this. And actually, if that thing runs far enough away, okay, no. It should be fine. Oh. Wouldn't mind just having Adam listening for 4 hours of my day. All my usual streams I listen to aren't here this week. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. I think it's just a summer thing. I think a lot of people are taking some time off. Just stream your mic on Discord so we can sell the background music. Yeah, I'll probably be playing Pandora though when I'm just coding on my own. ESA. What is ESA? Are people using stunning laser? Okay. I was like, has the meta changed? The problem is with small arenas, I can't really, you don't have a lot of maneuvering room. So if I put these here, they'll get hit by like one landmine. And they have reflect anyway, so it probably won't be very good. No, they get hit by 2 landmines. That's not bad. Yeah. But whatever damage I do isn't going to matter because there's regeneration here. But that's fine. Because we got this. Teleport. You still talk out loud when you code off stream? Yes, I do. And I always think, if only there were people here to watch me. When I'm not streaming, I always think, oh, I should be streaming this. But then when I'm streaming, I realize why I don't end up streaming. I think just my stream stamina is very low compared to what it used to be. And I think it has a lot to do with what tasks I'm working on in general. Oh, kinematics. You got landmines, armor, and thrusters? What? What kind of wacky bots are you using? Okay, that's fine. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. We got a lot of Roman firepower here. There. Oh yeah, just put a string of landmines down. I'll just walk right in. 4 bots evaporated. Shaming viewers. I mean, don't you have to do this as a game developer? I think you have to. I think there's no way around it. Alright, we're gonna put down a line of bots, and they'll all just blast this one, which happens to have reflect, which is actually a bad idea. But we're gonna try it anyway. Alright, nice. Everything according to plan. Yep. Still working great. This one should teleport away. Oh, get out of there. Okay, he died. It was probably on cooldown. Huh. Yeah, pretty good strategy. Man, I have to make a battle royale mode. I have to. This is gonna kill all 3 of my bots, isn't it? Wow. That thing destroyed me. What was the status on asking for front page time? I don't think it's probably ever gonna happen while I still want to stream botland. I imagine it's just gonna be put on hold for another like 4 or 5 months. Because I think I asked back in February or March, and I said something like, hey, my game's gonna launch in, it was supposed to be May back at the time. Goes to show you how much things kind of got out of control. But yeah, it was supposed to be May, and I did not get a response at all. And so I sent an email to someone directly, and they gave me a Google form to fill out, and the form was literally just, what are your normal stream times? That was it. I didn't get to say like, hey, I want this for May because of a special occasion, which ended up not panning out anyway. So no one ever got back to me on that. I imagine I'll get an email like 5 months from now saying, oh, cool, you still want to do this? And I'll have to be like, my time's changed, everything changed, you know? But whatever, I guess that's how it goes. I do wonder if Twitch dumped another, let's say like 150K a year into support, would that end up paying off for their platform? Like, probably not, it probably doesn't matter. I don't think people are really going to drastically change their spending habits based on whether they got support. Like Ski Dog right now has a support request out about not being able to show the bit badge. Like, they'll probably never get back to him. And is it going to change Ski Dog watching Twitch? I don't know. Probably not. Might change how much money you spend in new streams if it's a problem, but like, they already made a lot of money off of you. Hey, Blueberry King. The weekend was good. I showed a picture of what we saw on the road 2 days ago. A car on fire. Pretty crazy. But yeah, we went to Portland. We went to a wedding. It's pretty nice. Just the commute time was a lot. Hey Corpo, haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Alright, so Ski Dog has melee on practically everything. Which means I'm still going with landmines. Try and stop me. Come on, chase my bots. No, don't just stand there. Chase the bots. They have a leash range. Maybe they don't. Okay, so my strategy did not go very well. However, I see that they're all clumping up over there, which means that this strategy should work pretty well. So we put these here, 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 and here. Okay, now we just need to live for long enough. And then he'll just be a sitting duck. Perfect. That's one of the few times that actually watching what their scripts do is pretty helpful. That was cool. Alright, who is this? EMP is overpowered. Alright, this is Yo. Under the secret account name, EMP is op. Let's find out. How do we win? I think still with the landmine strategy. I think this is why I need to add in the Battle Royale mode. I think it'd be a lot of fun to try out some different strats. Looking at scripts. I'm not looking at scripts. I just saw what they did. Okay, good. We barely won that. And now they've got next to no life. Yeah, so they got in one shot. And this thing's dead. Oh yeah. Alright, not too shabby, not too shabby. And these bots didn't seem to move, so we'll just pick them off the same way we did with Ski Dog's bots. Oh, one there and one there. Yeah, this should be good. As long as this doesn't see that one. Yeah, perfect. Okay. 68 step-by-step debuggable. Yeah. That's how I feel sometimes. That's why having a repro is so important. Because you have to be less careful about it. Okay, this is actually an interesting setup here. These bots don't move, but they have thrusters. But having melee and artillery is, I guess, pretty effective. So here's the thing. Here's what I could do. Probably. I don't know for sure. I don't know how he coded these bots. But I could probably get within laser range and then stand like here and just kill everything. No, maybe here and kill everything. Is it worth trying this? This could be risky. I'll try it. Okay, let's do it. So we're just gonna put lasers and armor and whoops. Armor and do I have regeneration? Yes. We're gonna put all those on. And we're gonna try to get to this, which is, let's see, the width minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So width minus 5 is where they'll want to go. So I'm gonna put this one way up here. And then we're gonna write a custom script that's probably not gonna work. So dest x equals width minus 5. I think it's arena width minus 5. Dest y equals seal arena height. If can move to dest x dest y. Move to dest x dest y. Okay, and then if we're already there, so if x equals dest x and y equals dest y, then I want to fire lasers. That's it. That's all I want to do. Yeah. This is probably a really Bad idea. Anti-yo. Alright, here we go. So here's where this might not work. If his bots move forward at all, I'm going to lose this. But if they're really just stuck there... Uh-oh, I messed up. Oh, darn it. Alright, well, fine. Come on, this doesn't do anything. Let's just skip this. What did I mess up? Oh man, now I'm curious. Where'd that go? Here. Arena width -5. Arena height divided by 2. Are those even what they're called? Yeah, arena width and arena height. What? What did I mess up? Well, let's try just setting this to like 5, 6 and see if there was a problem with that. So they should all try to move to, yeah, here-ish. And then they'll fire lasers. Okay, so I messed up the coordinates somehow? Yo, can you share your defense link? And hey, Protego, am I thinking about Christmas events? Not for Botland, no. Have you considered streaming playing it for like an hour a day during the next couple of weeks while working on payments? The thing is, I don't think each stream would really change too much. And I don't know how I would attract new viewers. Because there are really only 2 categories I can stream in for that, right? Science and technology and the Botland category. So absolutely no one is going to find the game in here. And the people who would find the game through here have probably already found my stream before. Hey, DevCam. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out and then I'm gonna attack you, yo, and then we're gonna win this. So, let's see. What did I do wrong here? Arena width -5 should have been fine. And then ceiling of arena height divided by 2. Seal is a function I can use, right? Maybe it's because they couldn't see this. Maybe I should just put this here. Would that have worked? Yeah, that would have worked. Okay, well now let's go attack yo. You've seen people using the programming tag. I could use that, but what I'm saying is I still need a category. So the programming is just a tag, and I have that already. Also, hey ho for you. And fire lasers in just any direction. Learn programming on Reddit is a fantastic place to advertise. I'll write that down too. Yeah. Gotta finish your scripting. I'll try it out. Also, am I hearing this twice? No. Okay. This time, it's personal. Alright, let's try the same strategy we had before. The goal is to get back into that same position as earlier. Alright, these bots are going to live with just barely any life, just like before. Good. They're going to come over here, do like 3 laser shots before they die. That's fine. Don't care. Yep, cool. Alright, so now what did I do in the second phase? I think I had artillery bots. I don't remember. Hey, Darkstorm. But I'm just going to put down these bots anyway. Let's... maybe here, and here, and here. Yeah. Alright, so those ones above will teleport. I'm not sure what this one's going to do. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they do move. Oh, so my strategy wouldn't have worked, but we're still going to try it. Okay. This is really, really dumb. I'm going to lose this one too. Alright, so I guess what we could do is something like if will lasers hit fire lasers. No, that's not a good idea. And it'll stop too far away from the CPU. Nah, whatever. I said I was going to try this strategy. Let's just do that. Did I make that gift post? Yeah, it did very poorly. Alright, whatever. We'll just put these here. They're going to die. I already know this. Yo wins. Yo is the better player. You win. Hey, Spider-Man. Fine. Okay, take care, TY. Also, sorry, I hadn't seen your message earlier. I'm all right. Thank you yourself. I am doing well. And see you next Monday. You probably won't see me next Monday because I won't be streaming for the next couple weeks, I think. Yeah, I want to get the... Oh yeah, I could have looked at the replay. I forgot about that. I want to get monetization stuff done. Yeah, a couple of weeks or so. Alright, we'll play another couple attacks. We got Prawn here. Artillery melee on every single bot. Did I create botland? Yeah. And he came. Alright, we're gonna try this. We gotta be 4 tiles away so that it tricks them into coming toward us. And then we pelt them here. Oh yeah, check out the today command, Neochroma. And we're gonna put these here and here. Now let's try it. Okay. So far so good. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we got 3 bots down. Great. Now whatever we do here... Oh, we have to actually kill 2 more for it to be kind of even. Okay, so far I have killed 0 more. This one might die, and this one will probably die. Yeah, good. Yeah, that one did die. Nice. Okay, yeah, so we got our extra 2, and we've almost killed all the chips. Or well, these 2. All right, not too bad. And for my next trick, we'll do this, this, and this. Okay, so the goal is basically kill the chips, and whatever extra damage we can do should be good. Although I think this should counter their bots. Oh, that one. Oh no, that lived. Nice. Oh my god, I lived. Yeah, alright. This is good. Yeah, Poggers is not in the mode I have in this chat. And release date is tentative, although I think it's the only thing that can really make sense. Because if I wait too much longer, then... Okay, this one won't. If I wait too much longer, then I won't have time to make sure that the game is actually going to be profitable, you know? Alright, lots of bots here. And a good mix of them, too. Let's look at those cosmetics. Nice. Hey, Sky the Wolf. Fun fact, in the meantime, I also released your app. I have 800 users. The method stream thing that you made? Because, yeah, I didn't get to check that out yet, actually. And by method, I assume you meant the World of Warcraft guild, right? Okay, I have an idea. But there's armor on all of these. This will actually be a really tough strategy to beat. I wonder who Nil is. Huh. I got it. And what's your good news, Wolf? I don't know how I'm gonna beat this. In fact, I probably won't beat this. Well, let's try this. Maybe go through events on Twitch and display them. Yeah, I bet they're super happy that you made this for them. You got your 5 chatters at the same time? Now all you need is 50 followers? Oh, nice. Yeah. Congrats. Yeah, I think that it's probably very grindy on Twitch now. I don't know what you stream, Wolf, but I can't imagine it's going to be easy to get to, like, you know, 100 or 1,000 or something followers. I think there was a time when it was a little bit easier. I don't know what strategy I'm going to use. I'm going to put down another couple bots, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. So I'll put this one down. Actually, you know what? Let's at least take out this chip. So like here and here. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I didn't use the EMP. Actually, that probably would have been a good strategy, yeah. If only there was some kind of advertisement that it was overpowered. Okay, so all these bots are stationary. These ones are chasing me. So if I can kill off the aggressive ones, I can probably go in for the killing blow afterward. Alright, nice. Those landmines definitely paid off. Pretty good. Oh, Minecraft, Roblox, and one other game. Yeah, I don't know what the Roblox community is like, but it seems like there are always people willing to watch different Minecraft streamers. That it's more doable to get, I think, to like the 50 follower range there. Okay, so we did a pretty good job there. Actually, we could kind of try to repeat the same thing. Like, I put down landmine bots there, and so I could put them at the top now. Let's see. Where the landmine bots go? There. And I want them 5 tiles away. There we go. And then, I don't remember if I said this was a bug or not, but right now armor chips affect other armor chips. So every single one of these chips has like 5 times the armor it should have. But whatever. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's just try to win. So here and here, yeah. So I want to at least kill this, but it just takes so many hits. Oh, I have to place 2 more bots as well. Let's put down a couple of these. Yeah, I'll put these over here because they'll move forward. All right, best strategy. These are gonna lay landmines, they'll kill these. These are gonna pelt this chip. These will have moved forward in that time and they'll start to stun enemy bots. So I think this strategy will work. Yeah, so now that one's gonna get stunned. Okay, good. Now if this one keeps moving forward, it'll keep taking landmine damage. Then these will teleport backward. Good. It's working well. Not bad. Okay. They still have so much armor. Huh. This is a very interesting battle. Yeah. Interesting. How will it work? Will you make it as an Electron app? Yeah, it's gonna, whoops. It's supposed to be a command. It's going to be an Electron app. Also, man, Slime Rancher is not a game I could get into. I thought when I first played it, I'm like, okay, I can see this being cool. And it was not cool. I just don't think it's the game for me. I think I stopped after 2 sessions. But I'd gotten it for free at least from the Epic launcher. Okay, Cucumber Owl, I think I could beat this defense. Yeah, I think I can. I'm pretty heavily exploiting landmines, to be honest. Okay, let's try that. So this always relies on them chasing me. And then, yeah. And this is why I said I gotta change how landmines work a little bit. So I'm not really exploiting them. The other thing I want to make are multi-missiles. The thing I started to work on at the first event. I think those would be so cool as an anti-clumping strategy. Problem is they're anti-clumping except against reflect. Then they would do very poorly. Alright, yeah. This one's smooth. Not bad. Alright, I'll play, I think, one more. Masterberg. Hey, boy. Okay, so we got a lot of long-range stuff in the back here. And some close-range bots, but without reflect. Okay, so with no reflect, I am going to pelt these things with lasers. Let's put it here, here, here. No, wait, they gotta be higher up. I'm trying to get as much coverage on at least one of these bots. I can put this one here, and yeah, that'll be good. Okay, let's try that out. I want to at least kill this one. Okay, these will teleport away. This isn't going very well, actually. I've only taken out like half of this thing's life, and now it teleports on cooldown. This thing's gonna get slaughtered here. Oh, maybe they'll kill it. Oh, nice, cool, okay. One of my other bots died though. Debout, welcome back. Thanks for resubbing. Kind of bad timing because I probably won't be streaming the next couple weeks, but I appreciate it. I'm just gonna try to tank my sub count as much as possible. Okay, I'll speed this up a little bit. If I can kill like one more bot, that'd be pretty good. Okay, nice, I got one. We'll speed this up a lot more. That strategy worked very well because there's no reflect, so I'm gonna just use it again. Why, so what have you planned? Check out the today command for that. I wanna work on monetization features, and that way when I get back to the stream, I'll finish this match and I'll show you guys what I have planned actually. Oh man, my bots are actually possibly going to die. Okay, now I get 3 more bots, so let's finish this off. There we go. Yeah, so what I have planned is here. Let's mute this. Is anybody streaming? No? Okay. So single player content, we didn't actually put daily challenges in the game yet. Almost all the code is there for it, so that'll launch pretty soon. User profiles were like, it'd be nice to have. It doesn't have to be here before launch. Yeah, it is the home stretch. And so the next biggest thing on here is monetization. And there are a couple parts of this. One is making sure that things are balanced, which is what I wrote here, making sure progression and everything is good. So this is like, should an item cost 50? Should it cost 60? Should you get 2 bot coin when you win, 1 bot coin? Should there be a limit? Those sorts of things are the balance. That can be done all on just a sheet of paper, essentially. You can figure that out. And then of course it takes some testing to figure out if you made the values right. But then there's the technical aspect of actually taking in money. And almost every platform that I'm going to launch on, iOS, Android, Steam, and itch, almost all of them have some clause in their contract that says something like, you must launch any commercial features here within like 30 days of being on any other platform. So essentially, if you launch on Android and you have payments, and then you launch on iOS, like you better have payments on iOS too. And iOS, Android, and Steam all use their own proprietary payment system. So there's no way you can just be like, oh, just go to the web app and do something. You have to integrate with their platform. So this is not just, oh, I'll just code it once and it'll just run everywhere. It's like, oh, we got to code it for each individual thing and make sure that it works. With that said, a purchase is generally 2 parts. One is the purchase UI and flow for the user. And then the second is validating the purchase from the Botland account server. So this part, you can pretty much just pass off to the platform. It's not too bad. And then this part, in theory, it's not too bad, but there are some details that differ based on each platform. And then there's, I guess, technically a third thing, which is if you ever need to restore purchases. I gotta remember what I'm doing there. Hey, Fast. What payment processor am I planning on using? So yeah, like I said, it's per platform. Like you can't pick that you want PayPal and have it run on iOS. It doesn't work that way. You have to use the App Store. On Android, you have to use Google Play, and on Steam, you have to use whatever Steam uses. I don't know what it is. On itch, you have a choice, but on itch, I'm using itch's payment system. So yeah, I am just using whatever the platform is for that particular, whatever the payment is for that platform. Welcome back, Pro Sam. Thanks for the 18 months. So yeah, I am going to work on this in the next week or so. Today, I'm going to finish up some more marketing things. I reached out to, how many emails did I send? I could find out the exact number, but I probably sent something like 15 emails to streamers last week, and I don't think a single one of them ended up streaming Botland. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep reaching out to streamers, at least not in gaming. I might try programming or education. Oh, I don't know where I'd find education streamers. And I don't think anyone's going to be interested in doing this anyway. So, I mean, if I can't convince people by saying like, I will host you right now if you're an aspiring streamer, you know, if you stream Botland, I don't think I'm going to be able to convince people via email. But also, I recognize that not everyone who's watching me right now has the ability to stream at this moment. You might be at work. You can stream it. Yeah, if you ever want to stream it at the end of one of my streams, which again won't be happening for like the next couple weeks, I will always. Oh, if you stream right now, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd host you if you're playing bot lane. The one thing I would say is make sure you're in this category. Yeah, which is just linked into chat right there. Yeah, so I'll wait you to start up your stream, and I'll host you. We'll all go over to Wolf's stream, and then the rest of today I'll do some marketing stuff, and then, like I said, tomorrow I'll start the monetization things again. And then when I get back, so I don't know how long it'll be exactly, but it'll probably be in August at some point. When I get back to streaming, we're gonna focus on anything that remains before launch. So actually, this is done. Steam release, I think, will be done by that point. So this won't be a question mark here. Yeah, so we're getting closer. And I mean, marketing is happening. I'm not going to keep it on this list. So Steam release we'll put up here because it's pretty important. Yeah. How do you get the game? Just go to play.bot.land. You can't have hardware acceleration on. I'll link this. Yeah. You can't have hardware acceleration off, excuse me, when you're streaming this. So you'll need to do a monitor capture or something. Otherwise, you won't be able to pick up Botland, or Botland will run like garbage. And am I going on vacation? No, I'm just doing monetization tasks. I'm going to make sure to tweet about this. Yeah, tweet about taking time off and write in Discord about taking time off. Starting with a nice to have. Oh, I'm not, when I said this is nice to have, I don't think I'm going to be doing this for launch. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this happened to make it in, that'd be great. But otherwise, yeah, it's just nice to have. I'm starting with the highest priority stuff. That's why we got done with this and with this and with this. We didn't actually do this one. And then this is the next highest priority thing, and this one too. And then the other things could be pretty helpful. Hey, Waddle, and thanks. Yeah. Thought about streaming. Thing is, I usually run out of ranked opponents within minutes, and unranked matches usually match me with the same two dudes. Don't know if that could make for a compelling stream. Oh, I think that's a bug. I should probably look into that. I don't think people would be interested in just the programming debugging that I also do. Yeah, and by the way, I know I need to respond to your Discord message as well. I have to look through a lot of that today. Yeah, the ranked opponents thing, the thing that's causing that is, do I have something that can show this here? MMQ status or something? This one. Yeah, so the number of defenders in the matchmaker, there are 60. So yeah, running out of ranked matches, you'd have 59 ranked matches every day, but it's in a 24-hour period, so they might not all unlock at the same time. But I think it's always worth kind of just trying it and seeing if it's successful, if you stream it. I think if you're going to do that, posting to Discord in the Show and Tell channel is really good, because then you can engage some people from the community who are already there and who presumably like Botland already. Yeah. I think it'd be cool, because I believe I'm pushing Botland to the absolute limit. Yeah. I think it'd be cool. I mean, it makes sense that I would say that, but yeah, I'd like to see it. It's nice watching new people experience the game too. So I'll probably watch Wolf for a little bit before getting back to work. That way I can see how a newcomer to the game experiences it. Because watching people go through the tutorial, you end up with these batches of feedback that you get where someone does something in the game and then you find that many people are running into the same sorts of problems. So you fix it and now they'll run into new problems. Oh yeah, thank you, DevCam. Did I never gave you your name change. So this will give you your points back. Alright, there we go. Oh, I think a whisper just like automatically showed up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so as soon as Wolf is live, I'll host him. Just waiting for this. Oh, maybe they're not streaming English, actually. I should probably remove that. Also, the other thing is that if you ever stream Botland, you automatically show up in the stream section. It takes a little bit of time, of course. Yeah, I would say streaming's not so scary. A lot of people treat it almost like giving a speech at the first time, the first few times, where they're nervous, but not for any real reason. And then the nervousness dies down, and then I think there's still a lot of work that goes into making your stream good. And it's not overlays, it's not any of that stuff. It's like communicating what you're doing, what you're thinking, being entertaining when there's nothing really going on still. 5 minutes max, yeah. Yeah, engaging with chat, exactly. So splitting your attention so that you're not deviating too much from what you're working on at the time. With programming, it's really tough because switching to talk to someone and then switching back to, okay, what was I coding? I find that pretty challenging. With gaming, it might be a little bit easier. I don't know if this person is going live yet. It should be here soon. This stream is up. Don't know why it's not showing up here. Okay, yeah. Then I'll just host and we'll go check them out. So just full disclosure here, I have never actually watched Sky the Wolf before. We're putting a lot of faith in you. But yeah, they're going to be streaming Botland for, I believe, the first time. So yeah, we'll take a look. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will not be back until probably a couple weeks from now when I'm done with monetization stuff. So again, if you haven't already heard that, if you want to be up to date on it, go to Discord or to Twitter. I'll put those links in the chat. But yeah, see you guys in probably August. Take care.